And when you were in elementary or high school, did you already know what degree you will be taking once you step into college?
Well, yeah, if you were lucky like me, being told all my life what to do, and if you already knew what you wanted to do while you were young, it's not always the case for most of us. And
However, Charles, really?
Yeah.
You were told what to do. Okay.
Yeah, that's why
so,
I'm here.
However, there is a group of friends that started the social enterprise called Team Aguhon. And to share with us more about their unique style of teaching students, we have Brent Reodica, founder and CEO. Brent, hi, good morning.
Good morning, Brent. Welcome to the Rush Hour.
Good morning.
All right, tell us about Team Aguhon and what it's about, because I personally have not heard about Team Aguhon, so please.
Yeah, I'm sure you haven't heard of the word Aguhon, and it actually means the needle of the compass.
Oh, it's not just the compass per
Yeah,
se, it's the needle.
It's the needle.
Oh, yeah.
It's
That's
the
the
needle.
magnetized part.
Yeah, it is.
It's the thing
It
itself,
is the
right?
magnetized.
Yeah, and it started because my co-founder and I were talking. I'm sure we have this at work. You know, when we ask people, "Why are you working here? What did you do before this?" And we were just doing that, and we found out my co-founder is from psychology and he's working in media, and I did business after college. I graduated from film, so I did different things as well. And we were asking ourselves, why do people do this? So we were tracing where this started, and I'm sure a lot of people who jump from one job to another, right? And we started to trace where it starts from, and it starts from high school.
Yeah.
And we remember how it starts in high school. You know, you guys ask each other,
You
hey,
talk
what course
to
are
your
you gonna take?
friends, you talk to your
and
friends,
hey,
and then
let's
you-
all go to this,
Yeah.
and that's what happened to me. And so we told
That's
ourselves,
what happened to me as well.
exactly, it happens to everyone. And it's 2018, it still happens to a lot of people.
But Brent, see, like, I used to think, this is a little bit personal. I used to find that there's two kinds of people in the world. One, those children who, I want to be a doctor. And then 10 years later, they're like, I want to be a doctor. And then 10 years later, they are doctors. And there's people that kind of just, trial and error. Hello, mom, that's me.
Me too.
And they try to find, but is there some sort of like legitimate psychological test or sociological test?
There has to be
or-
some procedure that
Yeah.
they follow.
Do you have diagnostic
how
tests?
to determine.
Yeah. How do
Okay,
you-
good
yeah.
question. There's no perfect training for that. We know that there are a lot of factors to be considered when choosing this, and you're correct. There are 85% of students are confused. There are a lot, but there are still those who are sure about what they want to be, right? So we're dealing with the 85% of students who are confused, and we feel like it's going on for a long time. It's called the information sink. People are now very confused because they have a lot of options. And so what we do is we do three things. Talk to them, talk with them, give them tools, and give them experience, which is what a lot of schools fall short on.
Yeah, because everything's book smart. So let's
Exactly.
say I am a high school student, no?
Uh-huh.
And I want to engage in your program. How do I go about it?
Okay, we definitely partner with the school because we want to run a program in the school.
So it's an
Within the
in-school
school.
program, and you're
Yes.
actually helping the schools run it.
Yes,
okay.
we complement with our programs are a complement to the school's program. So we go there, and then we have this workshop with the students. It's a workshop with them. So we go through a lot of procedures. We go through we have activities. We have gamification. So we start to break down their walls, and then we match a lot of things. So we match their talents, we match their skills, interests, a lot of these things, and we give them a tool that they can use to match all of these, and then probably come up with something that you can pursue.
Yeah, but
And
you know
so-
what? This sounds very
Yeah.
familiar. How is this different from the usual career counseling that they have?
Yeah,
in
I was going to say career development was, it's kind of been, I guess, incorporated into a lot are guidance programs and
Yes.
Within the
homeroom
school.
advisor. Yeah, within the school. So is that what you're working with? You're just working to just sharpen this program, or are you introducing a whole different system?
Yeah, I think there's a different
within-
approach involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely there's a different approach involved because we, again, like what I told you, we don't do what the classroom is doing. So we
definitely more engaging
definitely
methods of-
we move around, we hear them out, we talk to them, and the biggest difference really is experience. We put in industry experience because my facilitators and I have been in the industry for a long
Okay,
time.
so when you say industry experience, what is this? Example, I'm a high school student and I really like to cook and I'm really good at the cooking and baking and in the kitchen. will Team Aguhon be giving me experience in a professional kitchen, for example?
Good
Is that
question.
how it? Yeah.
Good question. What we do, because we cannot cover everything, we have different interests, right? So what we do focus on are the soft skills. So whatever industry you go to,
Okay.
what soft skills do you need to develop?
Can you give us an
Such
example
as?
of what are soft skills?
Well, there are a lot, like internal and external. So
Okay.
definitely we can go to the growth mindset. We can go to being resilient. A lot of these things that we all know when we start working. Because what we're really doing is bridging the gap. And school is here, and then
It's
this
like
is the real
casting,
world.
perfect casting, right? But not in a
Yeah.
movie, not in a commercial. I know your background's film, and you're actually
Yeah.
casting them for their life and possibly their career, which defines a person. Not really completely
Yeah,
defines a
but
person's
it's
life,
an
but
aspect.
It makes
Yeah,
up a great deal.
it
It's an
does,
aspect.
right?
It's an aspect. And what we're really doing is not giving them the exact path. What we're giving them is the how-tos. Because
Okay.
what we're
So
used to as
tools,
adults,
tools.
what we're used to as adults is telling them what to do. So we don't do that. We try not to do that. What we give them are options. You can go for an established career path, or you can create your own, because this is a unique time in history. We
More,
can
more
actually
along the lines of
create.
self-awareness.
Yeah, I
guess.
actually want to ask you something. So recently, I mean, you went to traditional school, I went to traditional school. Not sure about you, but now there's so many options. Parang di na uso sometimes for kids now to be in traditional school because some parents, see them doing too much homework. And I see this other side of education where, a lot of kids now are homeschooled, for example, and a lot of them go to progressive schools. I'm not even sure I do personally quite know what that means, but it seems to be a different method of attacking or skinning a cat. Yeah, right? So
Yeah.
how do you incorporate, kids coming from, different backgrounds such as these or educational backgrounds? or
Okay,
systems?
currently what we're helping is the traditional educational system.
Okay.
But
Kasi
we-
yun talaga yung parang dehado. Right? I
Yes,
would
and
think.
the majority of students are there.
Yeah.
Because we know, you've probably talked to friends who want to have changes or clamoring for changes in the educational system.
Yeah.
And we know that, we feel that, but instead of just complaining about it, we try to find a way to complement the system, to find a way to solve this challenge within the system that we have. So we go to the school, we don't disrupt anything, we just complement what they have and add on that will have a big effect on the students because we don't do subjects.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, we don't teach subjects. We make sense of the subjects. Why are we studying here? Why are we doing this? Because the students are starting to become disengaged because this is all, they can
It's
Google
all
everything.
blah. Yeah. You can get the lessons. So I guess really quickly, before we let you go, Brent, I just want to ask, you work with schools, right? So if I'm a high school student, I can't actually just Google Team Aguhon, call you guys, and you work with schools. So the way it works is schools can approach Team Aguhon.
Yes.
And then you also, I suppose, look for schools to
partner with.
Yeah.
Yeah, what we're actually looking for are only, like what you said, the most progressive ones, the most forward thinking. Because we realized, the problem is big because the educational system doesn't want to move. It doesn't want to budge, doesn't want to change.
Which schools are you working with currently, just so we know?
And how many? Yeah, if that's too many.
Oh, well, we've been to hundreds of schools,
Uh-huh.
but only a few schools won the program.
Oh.
So
okay.
surprisingly, we know that it makes sense because we're in the industry. We know that it makes sense.
Yeah.
But they
You
don't.
expected it, yeah?
Yeah, we didn't expect that.
I was gonna ask what the biggest challenge was. I guess
Yeah.
there it is.
That is the biggest challenge. And the big names, they're not necessarily the first ones to go for it. I hope they do after this. But yeah, the challenge is really to make them see that, hey, we're going here. The next 10, 15 years, this generation is going to enter the workforce. And we want to prepare them for that. We want to prepare them for real life.
All right, keep rocking that boat, Brent.
Yeah, I
Thank
know.
you.
Children are the future, so congratulations. And for all the good
Thank you.
work, and best of
Thank
luck
you.
with Team Aguhon.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, Brent Reodica, Team Aguhon's founder and CEO.